better. Real life, real people, real discussion. No gimmicks, no made up subjects. It's up to you to maintain a real discussion. Are you real or are you fake or are you buggy? Yeah, news life and beyond. Yeah, we taking you beyond. Listen, everybody saying something. News life and beyond. Mama, do you want a song? Cause I'm really trying to tell you something. Yeah, no. News life and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussion. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell. So tell us, DJ and Adam, you tell. No. Real people, real discussion. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story itself. So tell Steve J and Adam you tell. When you show up to the podcast, make sure your story's straight. Don't be lying on the podcast. Cause news, life, and beyond will set the tone upon your punk ass. Speak about the truth when you invited to the podcast. Yeah, all that lying get you laughed at, or even worse than that, walk the streets and get you clapped at. And it's really not worth it. So really, with a mad that it's not adding up. It's only becoming a backlash. Everybody the toughest in the history speaking, but news, life, and beyond ain't believing when you're reaching. Almost everybody preaching when we really should be teaching and recognizing the people that just don't know. News, life, and beyond. Real life.
You guys go visit your mom in prison, or?
We got to go visit her a couple times, but being so young, they didn't really want to let the children up there like that, especially back then. And she was so far away. The prison was Lowell Correctional Facility.
Yeah.
Where we lived, it was like 3.5, 4 hours. So.
What was that like, going to see your mom as a little child?
I don't really remember it too much, but I mean, it was emotional. I mean, I remember being emotional because, you see your mom in there, from what she was doing, and then to her being, able to clearly think and see, and understand, and like through her letters and stuff that we would get, we could feel it, we could feel the change, and that made me feel a lot better, so. But it was hard not having her around when we were younger.
Yeah.
Still loved her, then. I don't blame her for what she did, and she don't blame herself either. She did it. She admitted it. It is what it is.
What do they say? Admitting is what, the first step or something like that, right?
Admitting is the first step to recovery. I mean, she had kind of gotten to, I'll tell you a little bit about it. She had kind of gotten to a fight, and she ended up cutting a girl. Yeah, and in a place that was very deadly. So, and yeah.
Did she catch a attempted murder charge, or?
No, she didn't get none of that. No, because she was attacked. So.
Oh, okay. So more or less.
Her using that force back then, it wasn't a stand your ground law.
Right. So what got her to do the 7 years?
Say that again?
What got her to have to do so much time?
All the other times that she had been in jail.
Oh, okay. They were sick of seeing her ass.
The point system added up on it.
Yeah.
The point system got her on it.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember what her charge was. I think it might have been maybe aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I mean, something that you get maybe 2 years for.
Right.
But her points, it went up a lot.
Tired of seeing her.
Yeah.
Trying to make an example of her. I've seen a lot of that with drugs, and either they go to prison, they come out recovered because they've been in there so long. Obviously, 7 years is a long time. But you also can get as much drugs in prison as you can get on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So going to high school, did you have a small high school? Was it like
Umatilla is actually a normal high school. I mean, it's a 2-story high school.
Okay.
Stuff like that. And it's I loved it. I loved going to high school. All of our friends and stuff, we made a lot of friends. We were the country boys.
Right.
And when we went to school, you had your country boys, you had your goths, and then you had your other groups. You didn't have, all these but there was 3 or 4 groups.
Right.
Like we hung out with all the rednecks. That's what they called us. They called us rednecks. Like we had our own spot in the parking lot. Like,
Right.
I see, man, And back then, we pull up to school, all the rednecks went to the back right corner. That's where we all hung out,
Right.
got in trouble, and, that's where we did our thing.
Did you play any sports?
So I did play sports. When I was way younger, I played baseball
Okay.
and football. And then when I got to high school, I played football for a little while. I think for maybe 2 years I played football. And I decided that I wanted to do martial arts. And I actually went to martial arts school. Me and my brothers did with Ray Bryant. Rest in peace, buddy. But went to school with Ray Bryant, and that was an experience. I got my ass kicked.
Was he a family friend or a kid you hung out with?
No, so he was very well known. He's very well known. He actually knew a lot of big time MMA fighters, like Chuck Norris. He knew all those guys. He was very big into the martial arts. You can actually look him up. He's all over Google, stuff like that. On YouTube for his competitions and stuff like that. But everybody knew Ray Ray. Everybody knew Ray Ray and his family. Because like I said, Umatilla is a small town. So and when you're a big dog in a small town.
Right. How did he pass?
Say that again.
How did he pass away?
I think it was a heart attack. From what I understand, it was a heart attack. I mean, and he was in good shape too. Like, I mean, I remember getting in trouble in high school, and he says, I'll deal with you after school.
So he had you thinking all day, like, damn, I'm about to get my shit pushed in.
Yeah. And then when I got there, he's like, you're sparring me tonight. I was like,
damn.
I remember what he did to the other guy.
Now, did you go far in martial arts, or was it
for a few years? I did it for a few years.
Karate or
Shito-ryu. Yeah, Shito-ryu and small circle jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did it for a few years. I did a lot of competitions when I was there. My cousin Dylan, who's also in one of my songs, he actually did it a lot. Like he grew up doing it, he did it for all through school. He was a fighter. Like we were all fighters, back in high school. We didn't put up with nothing. So we'd always get in trouble.
So was he a black belt or something?
My little cousin, I don't remember what he made it to. I don't exactly remember what he made it to.
Yeah.
But I know he was definitely a good one. He's one I didn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Like, somebody starting something with him, I was like, man, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
Right. Be like, oh, that's not good, buddy.
Hey, I'm just gonna stand right here and pull out my pocket.
Right. There's a little kid that comes, because I'm in the hospital.
Yeah.
You're in
the hospital?
Yeah, I've been here since August.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, I had surgery on my foot.
So, okay. Damn, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Nah, thank you. There's a little kid that comes here and plays the organ, and he just got his black belt, and he's 12.
At 12?
12 years old.
That's one little kid I wouldn't want to take his candy.
And he's a tiny little kid. I'm like, oh man, this guy,
Yeah. Wow.
He's pretty good on the piano. Now, what's the pros and cons of living in a small town?
Do what?
I said, what are the pros and cons of living in a small town?
The pros, you know everybody. The cons, you know everybody. So, I mean, it has its ups and downs. Like, when me and my brother we were little, like I said, we were hellions. We had just got some BB guns. And,
not the BB guns.
Oh, we had the BB guns.
The 80s?
Yep, the old days. Well, actually, we had the Red Riders. The old Red Riders. We were sitting in the tree, so the way our house was is we had a forest kind of next to our house. It separated the neighbor's house from us. And then across the road was where the retention pond was, but you had to go through like the woods, and we done made a trail, and little forts and stuff all over these woods.
Yeah.
So we got up in a tree one day, and the mailman was he was
where this is going.
Let me tell you how small the neighborhood was, or how small the town is. the mailman knew exactly who shot the truck. He called us by name. His name was, I remember the mailman's name, and his name was Kevin. He used to give us oranges every Christmas. He'd come by and give
Get
us
your ass out of that tree.
Yeah, he pulled right up to my grandma's house, and we got our ass tore up that day. Yeah, that was
There was the con right there.
that was the con.
Yeah.
The pros, when you're in trouble, you got people to come help you.
Yeah.
The community kind of stayed together, especially the little neighborhood and stuff that I lived in. Like I said, like my cousins, they lived literally across the highway from us, and down the road a little bit.
Right.
Like it's just a small little community. Umatilla was the town, but we lived like on the outskirts. We lived in Marion County, actually. So Umatilla is Lake County, but we lived in Marion County with a Lake County address. If you get my drift. So I mean, it's kind of weird how they did it, because you're literally in Marion County but still live with a Lake County address. So like back in the day, cops and stuff, if they came out, it was confusion. They didn't know what part of when you told them the address, they had to, finally they got it together, but it would take them forever to get out there. Like, I mean, because we lived out in the forest. So any time we called them, it was 15, 20 minutes before anybody ever got there.
Right. Now, were your neighbors allowed to yell at you and stuff? Because I know my neighbors were when I was young, because we lived in a small town,
My grandfather, my grandfather, my Papa Terry, he owns Taylor's Famous Peanuts in Umatilla.
Really?
Yes. He didn't put up with none of that. He protected us. No matter what we did to someone else, which was wrong. Yeah, I mean, in my eyes, we got punished for it. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, there were some things that, like me and my little brother, we were just riding up and down the road on a scooter and blowing a horn on a scooter, and the neighbor come out and started like yelling at us and cussing us and stuff. And we're young kids, we're just riding a scooter, just playing around, and we're in the street. It's the middle of the day. What does it matter that we're,
Right.
Oh, buddy. When because my papa was working on his car, I remember it, and he heard that guy. And I think there was 12 or 13 cops and 2 ambulances showed up. So that's what I'm gonna leave it at. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was an experience. Yeah, that was. But
Wow. So you graduated from high school and stuff?
Oh, I did not graduate. So I have 3 kids.
Okay.
I ended up being, young and dumb, and I ended up getting a little bit older girl pregnant.
Okay.
And I had a son. So I went to work. My great grandfather owned his own handyman service. So I ended up going to work for him and stuff like that. To pay for everything.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I made really good money. I mean, I back then there wasn't something that my great grandfather wouldn't do for us. I mean, there were times that he would come mow my yard. I'd wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock to a lawnmower in my yard. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's mowing my yard. I'm like, Grandpa, you ain't got to do all this. But it's just something, if he wasn't doing something was wrong, he would say.
Yeah, it was keeping them alive, doing stuff.
My grandfather fought hard. He actually passed away 2 years ago with lung cancer.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yep, that was my great grandfather. He was my dad figure.
No. My grandma died of dementia, and she used to like come to the house and clean the ceiling fans.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "What are you doing, Graham? You're supposed to be hanging out chilling." She's like, "I'm just puttering."
Yep.
We're on a ladder, cleaning the ceiling fan.
My
With
great
a cooler
grandfather.
of beer. You know what I'm saying? You're puttering.
My great grandfather, he was a comic show. He always yelled from
Yeah.
when we were younger. Like, no matter what we were doing, and he'd call us different names. He'd be like, Dustin, Nathan, Chet, Tommy, damn it, Nathan. I mean, it's just how he was. It's that's how we were raised. We were raised.
Right.
He's always yelling. He's always worked up, ready to go. He's like.
Sound like my dad. My dad always yelling, bro. I think that's why I'm so loud, because he was always yelling.
Real life, real people, real discussion. No gimmicks, no made up subjects. It's up to you to maintain a real discussion. Are you real or are you fake or are you buggy? Yeah, news life and beyond. Yeah, we taking you beyond. Listen, everybody saying something. News life and beyond. Mama, do you want a song? Cause I'm really trying to tell you something. Yeah, no. News life and beyond. Real life, real people, real discuss. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell. So tell us, DJ and Adam, you tell. No. Real people, real discuss. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell. So tell Steve J and Adam you to tell. When you show up to the podcast, make sure your story's straight. Don't be lying on the podcast. Cause news, life, and beyond will set the tone upon your punk ass. Speak about the truth when you invited to the podcast. Yeah, all that lying get you laughed at, or even worse than that, walk the streets and get you clapped at. And it's really not worth it. So really, with I'm mad that it's not adding up. It's only becoming a backlash. Everybody the toughest in their history speaking, but news, life, and beyond ain't believing when you're reaching. Almost everybody preaching when we really should be teaching and recognizing the people that just don't know. News, life, and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussion.